I'm Kaylee, and today I'm here to talk about the Penguin Clothbound classics of Jane Austen's entire works. These are so pretty, I just want to kiss them. Penguin Random House contacted me and asked me if there were some books that I wanted to request for review. And I said, well, there's this huge box set that I just really have had my eye on. And they were so kind to send me the entire beautiful set for review. So let's dive in and take a look at each of these individually to see the beautiful designs and all of the little extras that make this so special. And plus, this is really heavy and I just can't keep holding this whole big thing up. I'm just gonna do them individually. Although first I do have to say, this actual box is amazing. It's the same type of cloth material and ink and everything as the actual covers. So, just the box itself is beautiful. And when you take all the books out on the inside, it's this pretty pinkish purple color. Really lovely. Okay, first of all is Pride and Prejudice. This is so cool. I think having these peacocks on the cover is just so appropriate for Pride and Prejudice. And of course, each of these has a ribbon bookmark, which I just think is so gorgeous. There's just something so satisfying to your reader's soul when there's a ribbon bookmark and it matches the colors of the book and the lovely end papers. This is just so colorful, so pretty. And it's not just about the pretty covers. The inside is pretty incredible too. So there is a chronology of Jane Austen's life. There is a lengthy introduction. All of that is the introduction. There's a list of further reading, like biographies, letters, critical works that influenced Jane Austen. That's pretty cool. There's even websites that you can check out, like the Republic of Pemberley. So there's just so many resources in here to enhance the text. And we get our original title page. There's also an extensive appendix with explanatory notes. Just explain little things about social class, how people thought about money, all kind of little details. So this is not just beautiful, it's also really informative. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed, Penguin. I'm pretty impressed. I've read Pride and Prejudice many times using bunches of different editions, but this one just has so much in there, so you can dive even deeper into the story. Okay, next we have Sense and Sensibility. I love the bold colors on this one. Just this bold blue and then the red onto that. I just think that is gorgeous. And this deep red ribbon marker, so beautiful. And pretty blue end papers. I kind of do wish that there was some kind of, pattern on the end papers though. Seeing the outside, just this beautiful design, it almost makes you think ooh, what are the end papers gonna be? And then it's kind of nothing. But I guess they focused all their energies on the outside. That's okay. So this one has all those features that we saw for Pride and Prejudice. There's a chronology of Jane Austen's life, a lengthy introduction, a list of further reading, a note on the text, and then a long appendix. It even has textual variants between the first and second editions. So things, I guess, that Jane Austen went back and changed, maybe? Now I'm curious. Now I've got to go look this up here at the end. Oh, okay. Yeah, it has a list of just just one little word that was changed or something. Or even places where a comma was taken out or an exclamation point was added or something like that. And those little changes are added in there. I just want to dive in. I just want to sit here and just read it. Just be oh, sorry guys, excuse me. I'm reading right now. Excuse me. It's so cool to have that extra information to see the differences between maybe different editions, different printings when it was first printed. It's so pretty. I just love it. Then we have Persuasion, which is in my favorite color, green. And I love the green of the ribbon bookmark. And I think it very appropriately has a feather, but you can tell it's a quill. Because of course, the most important part of this story is the letter that is written. So I really like that is highlighted here on the cover. I really like this shade of green. I don't know, something about that just really attracts me. This is just so pretty. So in this one we have our chronology, our introduction, further reading, and notes on the text, and emendations to the text. But I will say, I mean, you can really tell that they did their research with this, because if just the teeniest little things are being notated in here, then you know that like every single word has been scrutinized over and over. Then we have Northanger Abbey, which has this lovely design of keys. I think that's kind of cool. And I feel like there could be a lot of layers to the symbolism of a key for this story. So I think that's really interesting that that was the choice for this book cover. You have these deep, deep red for the end papers. Now in this one we have something special. It says there is a biographical notice from Henry Austen in this one. Now this one though is especially cool because it includes a map of Bath. Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. Oh wow, that is so cool. So as you are following Catherine's adventures, you can just follow along the streets of Bath where they were walking and taking the waters and all of that great stuff. It says circa 1803. And it also has some engravings. It looks like this is Middleton Abbey. So that's Middleton Abbey. And then this one is also, oh, this is Milton Abbey. I don't know, a couple of different abbeys. So this was like supposedly the inspiration for the story. Isn't that special? That is just the neatest thing. I love that. Oh, I just want to dive in and read the whole thing again, but now I have a map. Next we have Mansfield Park. So this has like these chains. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a necklace chain or like a prisoner chain, or maybe it's a metaphor that, you know, is there really a difference? Maybe riches, it puts you in chains or something. I'm not really sure what the significance is there. Am I missing some detail of the story where there was something about a chain or something? I'm not sure. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you can decipher the meaning behind this. Now this one I have to say, the inside design has left me a little disappointed because the end papers are white. That's it? Really? That's it? Just nothing? Come on, guys. You know we love pretty end papers. You left me a little disappointed there, I have to say. But I do love this pretty blue color. Like, this is such a lovely, almost like a soothing blue color. But the end papers, come on. Who dropped the ball on that one? Oh, goodness. Actually, now that I look at it in a different light, I think that might be just a very, very light blue. Like maybe these end papers aren't quite white. I know it's showing up as white on the camera, and just looking at it in this light, it looks white. But then when I kind of turn it this way, it looks more like a light blue. If you do like this and you look at it next to the regular white pages, you can see that it does have a slight tint to it. So it's just extremely, extremely light blue. But still, come on, let's get some color in there, you know? So this one also has a list of variants in the text that is quite long, and a lot of notes and everything, like very, very lengthy notes. Like here's a whole long note about the West Indian property that the family has, which I know comes under a lot of scrutiny, but it's barely mentioned in the text. So I think that's really cool that that's kind of highlighted in there and you can learn a little bit more about it. I do like this one. It really is gorgeous. I just don't know what it means. Then we have Love and Friendship and Other Youthful Writings. This has it all. This is a big one that has all her juvenilia. So this has really lengthy notes, even showing places where stuff was crossed out, but we get to see what it was that she crossed out, you know? So like we get all the information. Now there's one thing that I think is funny with this. I love the colors and everything, but then the bookmark is gray. So it's kind of like, but it doesn't match. But I wanted it to match. Maybe I'm being too picky. I guess I'm expecting too much or something. I don't know, but like, it doesn't match. At least we do have end papers that match. But why is the bookmark gray? There's no gray anywhere else. I just don't know. Well, I think the slipper design is absolutely adorable and I just love it. Somehow this design kind of has like a youthful feeling to it, like just sort of a playfulness to it, you know, which I think is perfect for her juvenilia. And I have saved the best for last. Emma is my very favorite novel of Jane Austen's, and I just love this so much. I think it's so interesting that the design is of a chair. It's just a chair. But I feel like in some ways that is kind of significant of Emma's character. You know, she's just kind of sitting around pulling all the strings, but she herself is enthroned on a chair. And I love this blue-green color. Oh my goodness, so pretty. And we have those same end papers where they look white, but if you look at it carefully, you can see that it is actually a very light tinted blue. Why couldn't they have a little bit more bold with the colors on the end papers? And then we have like this silvery kind of ribbon bookmark. So I like the bookmark, that's fine because it matches the chair. But come on with the end papers, guys. Oh. I think I just have my expectations too high, maybe. So one thing I like about this is in the notes at the back, it tells us about how Jane Austen came to dedicate this book to the Prince Regent, because he was an admirer of her works, and it says that she was even invited to Carlton House to meet his librarian. So I think it's really nice that we get that little snippet of history that kind of gives us a little more insight into Jane Austen's writing. Another thing that I like about all of these is whatever design is on the front, that design is also included on the title page. So I kind of like that that part is consistent throughout. Okay, that is my review of the beautiful Penguin Clothbound Classics Jane Austen boxed set. Whew. They're just so pretty. They're just so beautiful and so much great information inside and just such a wonderful way to enjoy Jane Austen. Please leave me a comment and let me know what is one of your favorite books by Jane Austen. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and remember, the right book in the right hands at the right time can change the world.